What's up, Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out the Pawns.App, and maybe you're wondering, is this a good way for you to actually really make money here? It says extra income made easy. Let's check it all out, right? Anytime you want to get my favorite way to get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, 100% from home, just click the link below and I'll share with you my favorite strategy. Now, on this channel, I've reviewed literally hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's check out Pawns.App to find out whether this is a good way for you to make money or is it a big waste of time. Maybe there are better ways out there, right? Now, Pawns.App has been around for quite a long time. Initially, it started off as an internet sharing app, all right? So it was pretty cool, okay? So you basically, all you do is you come here and you can just go ahead and download the app onto your mobile phone. That's really the way that it works, okay? I'm just going to show it to you on my desktop because it's easier. But essentially, you would download the app, you would connect your internet, and every bandwidth that is extra that you don't use, you can actually get paid by Pawns, which is pretty cool, okay? Now, this depends on where you live in the world, okay? So certain parts of the world, you make a little bit more money. Certain parts of the world, you're going to make very, very little money, all right? But on average, it's not as much as they say, okay? They make it sound like you can make a lot of money here, but the reality is, you know, it says here you can earn up to $140 every month, okay? Very, very rare, all right? The sweet spot really is between $3 to $5 a month. So it's really not that much money, okay? You're not going to make tons and tons of income sharing your internet, but it is free. And if you live in a big English speaking country like the UK, the Canada, the US, you can make a little bit more money than say if you lived in India, for example, or Thailand, smaller countries like that, okay? Even though India is a big country, but again, it depends on where the demand for the internet is for their customers, all right? So that's one way to make money for free, and it's kind of on autopilot. You switch it on, you forget about it. I would just test it out. If you're in a good country where they can make a lot of money for you, then you can go ahead and use that. But again, remember, $3 to $5 is really the sweet spot. It's not going to be anything close to $140 per month. So this right here is a little bit misleading, okay? That doesn't mean that you can't earn. Just I want you to be aware, right? Another way that you can earn is by taking their surveys, which is pretty cool, okay? So Pawns is kind of like a GPT slash internet sharing app where you can take different applications, you can share your internet, you can take surveys, you can play games and make money that way. Now the nice thing is that they work with a lot of the big survey providers, okay? So very easy. You download the app, you complete the survey, and then you get paid out. We'll talk about the payouts in a second here, right? And the way that it works is you basically have to qualify for the different surveys, and they pay between 10 cents and $1 per survey, okay? Now, the nice thing about Pawns is that they have quite a lot of pretty high paying surveys. So you'll see like 60 cents, 80 cents, 90 cents, $1. It doesn't mean that you're going to have tons of opportunities for high paying surveys in your country. It really just depends on your luck. Okay, again, a lot of this depends on your luck in the sense that if you live in the right country, you can potentially earn a decent amount of money. If you live in the wrong countries that are, for quote unquote wrong countries for Pawns.App, you may not have as many opportunities. Okay, so I'm going to give you a range at the end of this video, so stick around till the end and I'll show you exactly how much you can earn depending on where you live. But if you live in countries where there are a lot of surveys, then you might get access to a lot. If you're unlucky and there are not so many surveys, you might log in some days and you literally can only fill out 1 or 2 surveys, right? The other thing as well is that you're not going to qualify for every single survey. Because, for example, if the survey is about, outdoor gardening and you're not really into outdoor gardening, then you're not going to qualify for that survey and you'll basically get disqualified. So you have to take the time to actually go through each survey, and sometimes you will qualify for them and sometimes you won't qualify for them. But if you do, then again, you can generate between 10 cents and $1 per survey, okay? And you can see right here, again, they've got this little sharing thing here, but it's not accurate because it really depends on how many surveys you have access per day, because it might be, that you only have 2 access, right? Again, you only have 2 surveys per day, or maybe even 1, and it might be only $1.50 per month, that kind of thing, okay? But it is free, and if you're in the right countries, you can earn from that, all right? Another way is to play games, okay, which is pretty cool. Now they have downloadable offers and games, right? They work with a company called Playtime, right? Now Playtime's a very large gaming company, and the way it works is when you download a Playtime game, okay, onto your device and you play it, they will usually pay you per minute, right? Now, here's the thing that you have to realize about playtime is that when you first download the game and you first start, they're going to pay you a little bit more per minute. But as you play the game, over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 days, the rate actually decreases significantly, all right? So with playtime games, it is actually quite hard to earn. Initially, it's okay, but then it gets harder. And when it gets harder, it's literally like, you're earning pennies on the dollar per hour that you play, right? So you're literally making 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents, 20 cents per hour of gameplay. So what I would say is that the playtime games aren't that great. But if you're just here just to play, games anyway, you love playing games, you want to earn a little bit extra, then sure, you can use the Playtime app. What I would focus on really is their offers, okay? They have different offers that you can play, which is not Playtime. And the way that it works is when you download an offer, okay, you have to actually complete a specific task, okay? So it might say, reach level 10 in the game, reach level 50 in the game, reach level 100 in the game. And if you do that, then they'll pay you a little bit more. They might pay you $10 or $15 or $8, that kind of thing, right? So those are worth your time, I think. But the problem is that some of them will take quite a long time and you may not be good enough to even reach level 100, if that makes sense, right? Because it just depends on how good you are as a gamer. But there are multiple ways to earn here, which is cool, right? So again, you can share your internet, $3 to $5, right? Take surveys. Again, it depends on your country, but anywhere from 10 cents to $1 per survey. You might make a couple of dollars from this. You might make nothing. You might make a bit more. It really depends, okay? And then you can play some games here and you can also download some offers, all right? Now, they do pay out in quite a few different ways, which I like, okay? They pay out through Bitcoin, Payoneer, PayPal, and gift cards, which is cool. Again, it depends on which country you're from. Some countries, they offer more options like Venmo if you're based in the US and ACH transfer. Other countries, it might just be PayPal. It really depends on your luck, okay? So overall, I think, Pawns is a cool little app for you to make some additional money, right? I also like to see what other people have said, okay? So this is Trustpilot right here. Generally, 4.4 star out of 5,441 reviews. That's really good, okay? So I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of opportunities. Generally, anything under 4 star is bad. Anything over 4 star is generally pretty good. So 4.4 star for an make money free application like this is actually really, really good, all right? So only 7% of people have complained. And generally what people are saying about, the people that have given it 1 star is usually tech issues, okay? So sometimes it doesn't work in certain countries. Some people have reported that they actually tried to withdraw through PayPal, but they didn't actually receive their money, things like that. So there are tech issues depending on your luck, but in general, it is a very highly rated app. So most people have had good experience. Most people have actually made money from it, and most people have actually been able to withdraw the income, okay? Now, how much money can you really make from an app like Pawns.App, okay? Now, here's something that I need you to understand, right? This is a free application, so that means that you don't need any skills, you don't have to invest any money, it's 100% free, all right? So you're not gonna be able to make a ton of money from an app like this, all right? But having said that, it is definitely one of the higher paying free applications out there, okay? So there is a range. If you live in a good country, and when I say good, I just mean that it's good for pawns, all right? And usually it's a large English-speaking countries like Australia, like Canada, like the UK, certain parts of Europe, obviously the US, right? These are I think the countries where you're going to be able to maximize the earnings on pawns, right? Now, if you do everything right, that means you spend time answering the surveys, you use the internet sharing bandwidth, right? You play the games, you download the offers. It is possible in the quote unquote good countries, right, to earn between $5 and $20 per day. It's not bad. Again, it's not life-changing if you think about it, right? But still, you can earn, $5 to $20 per day. That's a couple of hundred, a few $100s a month in the good countries. If you live in a country where it's not so good, that means it's one of the smaller countries, maybe, certain parts of Asia, for example, you're looking at roughly about $1 to $2 per day if you're lucky. All right, because unfortunately what's going to happen is if you're in a country where pawns isn't, they don't have that many opportunities available, you're not going to get that many surveys. You're not going to be able to make that much money on internet sharing. You might only make a couple of cents on internet sharing a month, right? And there won't be as many games and offers available to you. And that's just the unfortunate, that's the unfortunate reality of using a GPT and internet sharing app like Pawns.App. Okay, so it might be okay for some people, might be not so great for other people. But overall, I think that Pawns.App is a cool app. They've upgraded significantly. When I did my first review on them, they were only doing bandwidth sharing, internet sharing. Now they've got the paid surveys, they've got the games, they've got the offers. And they've got a lot of different ways for you to withdraw. So I think overall, if you're looking for a free application and if you're in the right country, this could be a cool little way to earn some extra side money. Okay, it's not going to make you rich. You're not going to quit your full-time job. You can't retire on this, right? But if you want to spend a few hours on this every single day, you might be able to earn a little bit of money extra. So if you want to check it out, Pawns.App. Okay, now if you're here watching this video right now, if this is the first time that you're watching a video on my channel, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. A lot of them aren't great. I have seen some okay opportunities. I have reviewed some, just a handful of really great opportunities. And out of all the great ones, I've used one strategy to completely change my life. I used it to quit my full-time job a few years ago. I make multiple 5 figures a month with this particular strategy. I think it's great for beginners and you can live anywhere in the world. Okay, if you want to check that out, I've got a free masterclass where I document my process step by step. You can check it out just by clicking the link all the way below this video. I hope you enjoyed this review of Pawns.App today. I wish you all the best. Hope to see you on another video review. Take care and all the best.